It began as a peaceful student movement. Within hours, the entire nation watched, wondering what would happen next. The march grew larger with every street. Across the country, millions watched live, uncertain whether the day would end in peace or chaos. The protesters reached the barricades. For a tense moment, the entire nation waited to see whether dialogue or confrontation would shape the next chapter. Silence replaced the chants. Every decision now carried enormous weight, and the next few moments could change the course of history forever. News spread within minutes. Millions followed the unfolding events, waiting to discover whether dialogue would prevail or tensions would continue rising. As sunset approached, the demonstrations showed no sign of ending. Across the country, uncertainty continued to grow with every passing hour. Behind closed doors, officials reviewed every update. The next decision could influence not only the protests, but the nation's political future. Before the next march, student leaders urged everyone to remain peaceful. The movement's future depended on discipline, patience, and unity. From different cities, more students continued arriving. Their growing numbers reflected determination, while the nation's attention remained fixed on unfolding events. From above, the scale of the demonstrations became unmistakable. Every image captured another chapter in a story the world continued watching. As the weather suddenly changed, uncertainty spread across the gathering. The demonstration paused, but the questions surrounding its future remained unanswered. Attention continued to grow as new developments unfolded. Every update brought fresh questions, keeping millions focused on what might happen next. History reminds us that peaceful dialogue often shapes the future more effectively than conflict. Every generation must decide which path to follow. As evening arrived, discussions continued across the campus. Many believed that patience, unity, and dialogue would shape whatever came next. A new day arrived with fresh uncertainty. The journey continued, and the next chapter had yet to be written. History is shaped by the choices people make. Every decision leaves a mark that future generations will remember and study.
As night settled over the city, the streets grew quiet. Yet the questions raised during the day remained unanswered, waiting for tomorrow.
By sunrise, the story reached millions of readers. A single day had become a moment many people would continue discussing for years. Life slowly returned to its routine. Yet the events of recent days remained fresh in people's minds, leaving questions that history alone would answer. The crowds had disappeared, but the memories remained. Some questions found answers, while others were left for history to judge.
Every chapter eventually comes to an end, but the lessons learned continue to shape tomorrow, reminding future generations of the power of unity and dialogue.